Jones and Tyler Loom took them down in 2 games. Etta Wright, based out of Utah, very familiar with those opponents, and she'll be our first server over to Leigh Waters. That's the no-go zone on Ben Johns.
Yeah, Travis Rettenmaier not able to kind of get in quick enough, and that ball just flying by him very quickly.
Point. 1-0-1. Second serve.
And always the little feeling out process here in the opening. Just a couple shots get going here.
Side out. Zero, 1-1. Point.
And Etta Wright with a one-handed backhand. She comes with a lot of power, a lot of pop, and has the ability to do some damage if that ball is put up high.
Second serve.
Same with Ben Johns.
Etta Wright will be making one of 2 appearances here on Humana Championship Court, playing in women's doubles with Megan Dazan.
Side out.
And that reset setting up just a little too high from Etta Wright. Ben Johns easily able to put it away.
1-1-1. Second serve.
In fact, all these players will be making 2 more appearances. Rettenmaier in with Connor Garnett for men's.
Side out.
This is the quarterfinal round progression draw format. Good side out for Rettenmaier and Wright.
And Travis Rettenmaier having a great tournament so far. Obviously wants to continue this run in all categories, but that he's still in. But as he kind of hits the net on that one at the middle to the end of it. So more of a power player, Rettenmaier, but still has the ability to maneuver the ball and manipulate the ball very well.
Ready finish from Leigh Waters.
Leigh doesn't get enough credit sometimes for the ability that she has to maintain balance. And her balance on the court with her feet, just absolutely fantastic and second to none. And speaking of footwork, Travis Rettenmaier jumping the kitchen for the Ernie and finishing it off.
1-1-2. Point.
And so Leigh Waters getting a couple forehands early on here and not having a problem by putting those 2 away.
Point.
Locked in on the backhand, as she always is. That is so fun to watch over and over again for Leigh Waters. Has family ties here in North Carolina. Father Stephen is from close by.
Point.
So what a moment that would be to triple crown and complete the 100 title achievement.
Side out.
And Travis Rettenmaier, one of the big positives that he has is that long wingspan, able to cover the kitchen line. It's going to be hard if you don't make that ball bounce. He's going to be all over it.
Second serve.
Not going to work there on Leigh Waters.
Travis trying to make something happen, thinking that he might try to go towards the middle, then pulls line at the last second. Didn't fool Leigh Waters.
Second serve.
And Travis just keeps coming in more and more and more, just charging like a Frenchie bulldog or something, just going forward as much as he can.
2-4-2.
Rettenmaier was the 5th pick in the challenger level draft for Major League Pickleball, dropped down from Premier. Beautiful finishing touch from Etta Wright. And perhaps some teams will start to rethink that choice with Rettenmaier dropping down a challenger. Let's get your thoughts on that.
3-4-2.
Yeah, Travis is a player. It's hard. There's so many picks. There's so many things that go into all of that. So.
Point.
And there's the power of Etta Wright. As we talked about just a little bit earlier, she just has that ability, and you see it in women's doubles a lot as she plays the left, but on the right side, she has that ability just to stick her paddle out and get so much power off of it after the initial contact.
Side out. Four, 4-1. Second serve. 4-4-2.
So swift with her ability to close in on top of Ben Johns, Leigh Waters.
Yeah, and there's the balance and footwork once again, the ability to slide over and cover and know the pattern that's developing. And especially if you're playing the #1 team right now, those easy gimmies of missed returns are definitely not going to be something that you want. You have to play a very clean game against these two.
Point.
Well, there were some conversations swirling after Austin whether or not the giant was going down of Leigh Waters and Ben Johns just because they took one loss. I would say that maybe has been put to bed since, but love to get your thoughts on that conversation of the pickleball world.
Absolutely. Ben Johns and Leigh Waters, they take a loss. I don't think they're fazed by it one bit. And so I think if anything, it kind of refocuses them a little bit more.
Second serve.
And right now, even in game 1, they're playing extremely clean.
Do you think the gap is closing in terms of the talent rising, though, to get closer to their level? Would love to.
It's a great exchange there from Etta Wright. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, the gap is closing. People are taking this game as serious as they can. This is their lives. This is their careers. The players are putting in. It is a full-time job for sure, and it's showing. You know, with their talent level raising and the game raising, Ben and Leigh are doing the exact same thing. So there's trainers, there's whole teams right now that are helping out each individual player, and that is kind of what's becoming necessary.
Side out. Seven, 5-1.
And Rettenmaier once again just all over it. Back and forth he goes with Ben Johns winning the exchange.
7-5-2. Point. Eight, 5-2.
Nice shot from Waters. Rettenmaier lets it pass. Certainly worth mentioning, wind's still a factor here today.
The game grow. And, yeah, thank you, sir.
Point. Game point.
The game point for Johns and
5-2.
Waters.
Side out.
And Wright letting that one go, but it's amazing. It just seemed like it was 4-4 just a second ago, and all of a sudden.
Point.
And Ben's going to go ahead and just test the tension of the net. Jump in the kitchen, trying for the Burt.
6-10-1. Second serve.
Well played by Ben Johns.
Yeah, he has the ability, and one of his best things that he does is his first ball is not intended to actually be a winner. It's a setup shot to get the opponent, you know, off guard a little bit, and then Etta Wright blocks, goes up, and then he finishes.
Side out. Game point.
Another game point for Waters and Johns, number 2.
Point.
Waters will finish it off with a third shot drive, 11-6 finish.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Yeah, don't hit me on the phone like face it. None of y'all can stop me saying what we like face it. Shut it down, you know I'm the one doing face it. None of y'all can stop me saying what we like. Yeah, face it. Face it. Face it.
Upset already in the mixed doubles draw. So switch back to this discipline in just a moment. Rettenmaier taking a lot of real estate on that finish, forcing a side out. So if you're just joining us, you missed a wild match. Tina Pisnik and Deckel Bar got the first big upset of the day over Jack Sock and Parento. Onto the semis they go.
Point.
And Annalie Waters trying to go down the line, catching Travis Rettenmaier off guard. No-go zone there as he puts that one away nicely.
1-0-1. Second serve.
And good leave there. And we'd like to see the ability of maybe an adjustment or two from Rettenmaier or Etta Wright from game 1 to game 2. The ability to get in and then get into a cross-court, maybe match up between Etta Wright and Annalie Waters. Seems like Ben Johns is getting the ball an awful lot and being able to dictate throughout each point.
Point.
Onslaught of offense from Ben Johns.
And a little bit of control issues there from Etta Wright, trying to keep the ball down, unable to do so.
Second serve.
And getting a little crossed up there is Annalie Waters with her feet. Travis Rettenmaier, great ball placement.
One, 2.
Oh, what a play from Etta Wright. A defensive scramble ended it in her favor.
Yeah, great move here by Etta, able to come over after a great reach and just kind of stays out there and finishes it off with the backhand.
Second serve. One, 2. Point.
And Annalie Waters wanted none of that at the end. Knew she popped it up. Travis able to, again, just come in. He's just charging in and trying to create something and be big up at the kitchen line.
2-1-2.
40 years old, Travis Rettenmaier, still going strong. Etta Wright going right at the body of Ben Johns. Got to be the best part about mixed doubles.
Going right after him, no fear, right at the throat. And he's still able to come up with it.
Even throat. To the jugular.
Point.
And there's Ben Johns doing Ben Johns things, able to kind of come in, dictate the point, move it over to Etta, finish it off behind Travis.
2-2-1. Point.
And even though Etta Wright missing that shot just a little bit long down the middle, she started to get the pattern that she wanted, that cross-court battle, until it gets opened up for her to try to attack and use her power.
Second serve. Three, 2-2. Point.
And the hands of Ben Johns, back and forth they go. Rettenmaier not going to win that one.
4-2-2. Point.
And this is one of those times, Michelle, where it was just 2-2, and very quickly it can get away from you.
5-2-2. Side out.
A good response there from Etta Wright down the line behind Ben Johns.
2-5-1. Second serve.
And Travis Rettenmaier, hands on the hips, not happy with that
2-5-2.
execution of the forehand drive.
Firefight won by Leigh Waters.
All the way around it goes. Ben Johns, Etta Wright, Travis, all great hands from all four players until Leigh Waters finally finishes it off.
Point. Timeout receiver, 6-2-1.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
That only Ben Johns has done before her. She would be the first female to ever do that.
Second serve.
And that will hold true in the history books for many years to come.
Yeah, and the crazy part, we're still so early in the year. The chances of that getting to 100, very high.
Side out. Two, 6-1. Point.
And that ball going just a little bit wide before the ATP from Travis Rettenmaier, as Etta Wright and Travis look to try to claw their way back into this match.
Denied.
And Ben Johns trying to get a little fancy there after the ball bounces, trying to do a nice little inside out angle.
4-6-1.
A little too much angle.
How about this update from the draw? Shocking one in just a moment. Good pressure from Ben there. Todd Fote and Maggie Brasha just took game number 1, 11-8 on Leah Jansen and Hayden Patriquin.
4-6-2.
Todd Fote having a great tournament here in North Carolina.
Side out.
And a little miscommunication there in the middle. Etta Wright trying to stick that two-handed backhand. Travis already sliding over. Clash of the paddles.
6-4-1. Point.
And that ball just creeping over the net. So the margin of error in this match is so small. And I mean, it's all over the place in the professional ranks of pickleball, but even more so when you're taking on Ben and Leigh. You start trying to do a little too much. And they make it very difficult.
Point.
Life seems always difficult when you're matching up against these two.
8-4-1. Point. Nine, 4-1. Point.
Ben Johns winning that battle every time. Match point now
Match
for
point.
Waters and Johns.
10-4-1. Second serve. Match point. 10-4-2. Side out.
And they're going to hang on just for a little bit longer, at least try to make a run here, as we know that anything is possible in pickleball. But Etta Wright and Travis
4-10-1.
Rettenmaier definitely have a hole to climb out of here.
Yeah, Rettenmaier has back-to-back matches too.
Point.
Into the net, and a point over to the 11th seed. Rettenmaier will be back right after this one for men's doubles in the next matchup here on center. Teaming with Connor Garnett, playing Fed Staksrud and Pablo Tejas.
Second serve.
And tough ball to attack, trying to disguise it as Etta Wright. Just happens to put it on the forehand of Ben Johns, who already sitting on it ready to go.
5-10-2.
And so another opportunity here.
Side out. Match point. 10-5-1. Point.
Match
game
point sealed
11-5.
by Ben Johns, who flies to the kitchen to close it 11-6, 11-5.
Well, cruising right on through, folks, to the semifinal. Leigh, how are you feeling about your game out here? The court conditions not optimal, some gusting wind, but how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like every day it's getting a little bit better. Like today, at least we had some sun out. The wind was still here, but maybe tomorrow it'll be sunny and no wind. So I think, you know, we got rain and then it was just cold. So I think we're going through all the seasons here in North Carolina, but the conditions were better than yesterday, so I'm happy about that.
Ben, you mentioned that you never really notice external factors or people or things going on while you're playing. I think every player notices like an ooh after they miss a shot, though. Maybe you don't even for that. But what does break, if anything, that laser focus?
I don't know. I felt like I heard it when I missed that drop shot. That was tough. Tough looks for me, guys. Sorry. I just wanted to make Travis run a little bit. You know, I felt like he needed it at the time. But no, yeah, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. It's probably more random things than the normal stuff. So yeah, I try to stay focused. I think it's helpful for the game, and I think I do a good job of it.
Well, if you win in all divisions, as we've been talking about over and over again, you lock up that 100th title. And one of your mottos in the past was rip, bang, win, eat cake, I think. And I think it's changed a little bit over time. You said you no longer eat so much cake. So how are you going to celebrate a victory such as that?
Well, first of all, I want to say I try to break Ben's focus as much as possible. So I try to say stuff to get him off his game. But no, I think the rip, bang, win, cake thing is still going on. It's still my motto. It might not be cake anymore, but it's definitely something that I, reward myself with after the tournament or after a win. I just try to have fun out there, and that motto is just something my mom and I came up with because it was fun. And going into the 100th title, the motto must be working. So I'm going to stick with it as long as I play pickleball.
On Sunday, we hope there shall be cake. Guys, congratulations. You're moving to the semifinal.